every project manager has to think that he or she is part of a larger program, and the most benefits are not going to be reached in case we are not delivering what that end person, which is the citizen, is expecting us to give. And given the fact that today we talk about this word called inclusive growth, what does inclusive growth mean? It actually would mean that they have the same access to health and education that any one of us has. And we have seen that those models haven't worked where you were forcing doctors and paramedics to go down to the villages. But technology would have to be used extensively to ensure e-health is being delivered. Already pilots have been done. The question then is that will this country change from being a country of executing outstanding pilots to be able to scale something? And when the moment you look at scale, then the whole parameters that we have to work in, the paradigm shifts itself, because scaling becomes, so in one state we do it well, but we've got to take it to the 35 states. One village or 10 villages or 100 may do it well, but we've got to scale it to the 100,000 villages we're speaking. So I think we have some, I hope all of you are getting excited with this, because this is going to mean various new techniques that each one of you would have to use. And I'm sure going forward, institutions like PMI will play a very significant role to address issues of this nature where the customer is so different. Also, if you look at the current approaches of the work, I should have asked this question. How many of you here are not part of the IT industry, directly or indirectly? And we have a few hands, compliments to all of you that you have come in here, but this today, it is fairly IT and BPO industry-driven initiative, and I think as it will evolve, I think it's been, the last 10 years journey, if you will recall. I think it started with Y2K, as you were saying, and I think we've now seen that it is expanding. But if you see what's happened till now, we've been addressing largely large clients. And when you look at the large enterprises, the delivery excellence has come through all the work that has been done. We know there are standards and it works well, and we have customer intimacy coming in through the on-site offshore model that we have been able to do, and there is a domain expertise which is actually understanding a little bit of what the client does. But if you look at the right-hand side of it, well, it is quite open. Today we are not addressing anything in the developing nations. Even in the developed nations, the small and medium enterprises are not there. So I mentioned to you earlier about the governments, and they don't have a CIO, they don't have a CTO. Similarly, SMBs don't have a CIO or a CTO.